Hi everyone, this is a video of my recently completed cab over engine Ford pickup truck, built for a model competition on an Australian Facebook page. Started out as a Road Legends Ford F100 and basically just this piece. So I cut all the cab up, lifted it up on top, and built the whole front, widened it as well to make the cab over. It was built to carry my 32 Ford off-road rat rod. Unfortunately, if you've seen this before, you'll notice there's a few bits and pieces missing, so the compound turbos came off. I took it to a model club show recently and it didn't travel too well, so that's designed to sit up there, so I'll just take that one off. So the truck itself, it's not exactly factory correct. Wasn't really quite sure what to do at the front here, so I've made my own sort of grille. It has the wee Ford badge on it. The rest down here is pretty standard, but as I said, I've widened it probably half a centimetre, maybe quarter of an inch, just to puff it out a bit. I managed to keep the bonnet, or the hood, as the Americans like to call it, open. Popped a battery in there, and it has the radiator as well. A couple of leads running from the engine for the heating system as well. I painted the cab with Tamiya red primer, and then I waited till it dried, sprayed it with water, which gave a whole lot of little water droplets, and then rubbed or dropped salt and a bit of baking soda all over it. Let that dry, and then I spray painted it with Vallejo just black. Waited till that dried, and then I rubbed it off, and that gave this really, I think it's quite a cool sort of patina look to it. Did sand it a wee bit. I haven't clear coated it because I don't particularly want to do that. All of the other bits are sort of almost coppery colour as Tamiya metallic brown, and I started painting a couple of bits and really liked the colour, so I kept that. In the back here is so it has quite a substantial winch sitting up there, a couple of toe tie down points, bit of chain, and this wrap round rack has little tie downs across here, all the way down as well, and the engine's actually mid mounted. I couldn't fit it under the hood. Next time I do this, if I do another COE, I'll actually mount the engine first and then build the cab around it. Because I didn't do that, it was a bit hard to get the engine in. I could have mounted the cab a little bit further back to give a bit more time. The motor is actually a Hemi out of a Dodge Challenger, because I just happened to have one lying around at the time. Actually, it's out of this Dodge Challenger, you can see in the back. Possibly not the best motor for a truck, but I kind of liked it, so I got to do that. Just inside the cab. So when I first created this, I wasn't actually sure I'd be able to get the doors to open nicely, being just how they were positioned. So I actually made the doors pivot, so it's got kind of gull-wing doors. Has kind of a leather seat effect. It's from an old just a folder that had like this, I don't think it's real leather, it's kind of a fake leather over it, and I just cut that off, and it was quite thin, and stuck it on the seats, and the seats actually ripped when I was making it, so kind of a nice effect there. Detailed the interior. Has a little bit hard to see, but that silver part in there is a cluster pack off a GMP Camaro, and I think I might have changed the steering wheel as well. So you got all that in there. doors are a little bit stiff on that, but at the back you can fit the ramps in just under there. Here's a couple of rubber mud flaps. Put the RC four-wheel drive stickers on because the tyres of this truck is actually from RC four-wheel drive, and they're really nice, and I had the stickers, so I thought I'd do that. On the side, on each side, here's a petrol tank off a WPL 116 RC truck. Now, oh, missed the front. Right on the front, here's a 3D printed winch, which I got off a guy in Romania, and this sort of push bar as well. Underneath is kind of where a lot of the action happens. So, as I said, hold that up there. Basically, that bit's the original truck. This lighter grey colour underneath is original. Everything else is scratch built. So the entire chassis, the front suspension's completely scratch built. I did use a few parts off the original truck, just for the actual steering knobs. Here's the motor. There's a piece of bent plastic I put in under there. You can see the hose. So the front hose goes off to the radiator, and these two here are for the battery and the heaters. So got that there. Got a 3D printed rear hub from Ron Olsen of 3D model specialities on Shapeways. So that's really cool. Worked in quite nicely. Scratch built leaf springs as well, and just 3mm craft plywood for the deck. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Came out really well. After I built the cab, I wasn't quite sure where to go after that, and basically came up with the idea of the rest of it in about an hour, and then just built it. So actually that was relatively easy, and doing the cab took most of the time. So yeah, loved it. Anyway, hope you enjoy, and see you next video.